Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel, and here is a headline from You Today. XRP surged to 47 cents, while top exchanges moved almost 100 million XRP. And indeed, we continue to see massive amounts of XRP move all over the place. Sometimes it's just a rebalancing of, I don't know, asset allocation within a single exchange, and actually that's part of what happened here. But there's also an exchange from a transfer from one cryptocurrency exchange to another, which I want to talk about. And then there's this headline, also from You Today, titled "XRP leaves top 5 list for first time in almost 7 years. Cardano is now ahead." And this was written, how long ago? I don't know, 12 hours or so ago? I don't know, probably something like that. And I want to talk about this for a couple of reasons. First of all, the headline is already not true. I'm going to show you where XRP is currently ranked, at least at the time we record this. But I want to have a slightly bigger picture conversation about the implications of all of this, because look, to me, XRP, shifting down in terms of market cap is not the least bit surprising, and I'll share with you why. In my humble opinion, it doesn't really matter that much. It's not a fun thing to see as an XRP holder, but I don't functionally think it means anything, but it could, I think, scare some people, especially if they're new to crypto, like what the hell's going on here, especially with scary sounding headlines popping up all over the damn place. So I do want to be clear, I don't have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say. All right, I'm just an enthusiast in this space. There's nothing special about me except for my awesome name, Moon Lambeau, and I just run this channel purely as a hobby. It is my most favorite hobby I've ever had, and I do appreciate all of the support. All right, so into this now. According to data by Whale Alert, in the last 10 hours, 93.3 million XRP have been sent by 2 crypto exchanges, Bybit and Binance. The words are hard. In 3 transactions. Now, 20 million XRP were sent from Bybit to Binance in 2 lumps. You guys remember? Some of you will remember. The people that are new to crypto and to this channel won't remember. But this media outlet, I wonder if it's just the case, and there's nothing wrong with this if it's the case, but I wonder if these authors don't have English as their first language, because there were a couple times within the last probably year or so where they were talking about the transfer of XRP and they called it lumps, and a couple times they called the transfers juicy lumps, and I was like, oh yes, those delicious succulent XRP juicy lumps. Tasty, tasty, tasty. You gotta have a little fun sometimes. But anyway, so it was 20 million and 53 million XRP that was transferred by Bybit internally. And by the way, you guys can figure this stuff out yourself. If you're ever wondering, what the hell's going on here? Because this stuff pops up and people are like, oh my God, is there an impending dump? Is the price of XRP going to crash? There's always people that are concerned about that. Well, you can find out for yourself. So just click on Whale Alert. There's a little transaction link here. And that's what this one is. And then you can see the to and from addresses. So even if Whale Alert reports that there's a transfer from an unknown wallet to Bybit, that's just because of, frankly, how the data is pulled from the sending address. But if you click on the sending address, which is this one here, you can actually see that although it states that it's, quote, not registered, you can see the domain is Bybit, and there's a Bybit logo here. And so this is from Bybit to Bybit, and so you can look this up. You know how to do it now, and you don't have to be fearful that you're going to get dumped upon. It's fine. Now, the other one was a legitimate transfer from another exchange. Let me go a little bit further down here. Or no, I guess that was all they had to say on it. But yeah, so it was just Bybit to Binance. And as far as that, I don't know, they could just be working amongst each other to rebalance XRP allocations as it makes sense to do so. I'd be surprised if that's just some sort of individual, like 1 or 2 whales that's moving from one exchange to another. Why does the brain go to it's going to get dumped? Like if you're going to dump it, why not just dump it on the exchange it's already on? That doesn't. That's like, to me, it doesn't. The logic doesn't really follow, and that's why I kind of wanted to share my thoughts on it. I mean, yeah, it could be some sort of whale, but if I had to guess, and it is just a guess, I'm willing to. A little speculative action here. It's probably just a rebalancing of XRP allocations among exchanges because they clearly have relationships, right? That'd be my guess. I'm just saying. We'll see what happens. If there's a massive dump, okay, fine, whatever. But I do not think that's what's happening. All right, now there's this headline from you today. XRP leaves top 5 for first time in almost 7 years. Cardano is now ahead. Except for Cardano, at least at the time I'm recording this, is not ahead. XRP is at 46.6 cents and has a market cap of 21.272 billion. Cardano is 21.168 billion. So, give it 30 seconds and maybe Cardano overtakes XRP again. I don't know. Like, stuff happens fast in crypto, and there's not that big a difference in terms of market cap right now. But you even had earlier, I don't know, maybe even, it probably was about 12 hours or so ago, there was a point in time not long ago where Polkadot and Cardano were both ranked higher than XRP in terms of market cap. But I'm telling you, between those three cryptocurrencies, they had very close market caps, and it doesn't matter. So this is what's interesting to me about this. The XRP price absolutely is artificially suppressed, in my humble opinion, because you saw the precipitous drop as soon as the news came out that Ripple is going to get sued by the SEC for claims of selling unregistered securities as investment contracts, which is a bogus claim, but whatever. So it dropped precipitously, and then XRP again began to move in tandem with the market because all the people that were afraid, they got out. They either eliminated or reduced their holdings, and I don't blame them. That is a truly scary claim, so I'm not disparaging. If you're one of those people that reduced or eliminated your holdings, nothing but respect. Totally got it. I decided to power through. Like, I've taken a calculated risk. I understand what I am risking here, but I'd have trouble sleeping at night if I didn't have my exposure to XRP. So I'd be the opposite of you if you had to get up. But do what you got to do. I'm not going to tell you to buy or sell. This is never financial advice. I'm just sharing my opinion. I just think it's a lot of fun to talk about this stuff, of course. But I wanted to warn people, because you're going to see anytime XRP slips out of a position in terms of market cap, you're going to see headlines, and I think it's going to scare some people. I don't know that most people will get scared by certainly some, and so I just want to address this, because although I don't know where XRP is going to be in the short to midterm in terms of market cap, given the nature of what's going on here and the degree to which XRP, number one, is suppressed, as I just cited, due to the SEC allegations. Number two, historically, XRP trades sideways longer than other cryptocurrencies. So, like, even though in a general sense it's moving in tandem with the market, it does pop last. Like, if you think about the last market cycle, XRP traded sideways from May 2017 until roughly mid-December of 2017. But then when it went, it consolidated for half a year, more or less, and then just freaking took off. And so my thought here was, if XRP is going to trade sideways, which it could, I'm not saying it will, but I'm saying if it does, which historically it has, I could see a scenario potentially where all sorts of coins outperform it in terms of market cap. And so I'm not saying that it's going to fall out of the top 10, but it's possible. And I'm just saying, if it does, it functionally, big picture, doesn't matter. In, like, from my perspective, it's not going to matter. And in fact, that will just be a further illustration of, relative to Bitcoin, I think some people, frankly, are just going to view that as a tremendous buying opportunity. And so, like, my bags are packed. I'm not going to purchase any more XRP this market cycle. I'm finished. I've decided that I just want to diversify. I made my last XRP purchase, I believe it was the beginning of October of last year, and I had been purchasing for almost 3 full years. I made a few larger purchases towards the end of my run and packing my bags here, and I feel great about my position. I really do. I haven't sold a single XRP. It's been a crazy ride for multiple years. And so I'm just sharing with you, like, even if XRP were to bump out of the top 10, it will not emotionally phase me. I understand what's happening here. I understand artificial suppression, and people emotionally buying and selling is not anything that would ever dictate whether or not I buy, sell, or hold XRP. I do not use emotions to make that determination. I use data and logic. I make calculated risks. But functionally, people buying and selling based on emotion is not something, that's not a behavior I want to engage in. So I'm just not going to do it. And so even though I acknowledge, like, the absolute scariness of what's happened with the SEC going against Ripple, especially in the early days when we didn't understand what was likely to happen, and we didn't have a whole bunch of legal perspectives from tons of different attorneys, like, that was scary, right? I think it's fair to say that. But even though it was scary for me, I'm not going to let emotion dictate my buying and selling or holding or any of that. And so as I gained more information, and look, I didn't know, like if I got a bunch of bad news from lawyers and it looked like this was all going to be bad, I always reserve the right to exit the position. And if I thought it were going to hell in a handbasket, I just would. I just get the hell out of it. And because look, there's too much opportunity in crypto today. We are in the biggest bull run, the beginning phase of what I believe anyway will be the biggest bull run in the history of this asset class. And if XRP, if I didn't believe it were going to be viable in terms of running up, to its all-time high or beyond, if I didn't believe that were at least possible, I wouldn't hold it, because I'm not here for emotional or ideological reasons. I just think that there's a genuine opportunity, and that's why I continue to hold it. So if that ever changed for me, I'd put my money elsewhere, because I think there's going to be all sorts of coins that are going to pump. I think there are all tons of coins that people are not paying attention to now that have been trading sideways for a long time. And then the new investors, what they're doing, instead of looking for those opportunities, they're looking for the coins that everybody's talking about in social media, crypto, Twitter. They're looking for the coins that have already pumped. Oh, I want to jump in too, which is like, in my opinion, like the stupidest thing that you could do if you want to not get wrecked. Here's what I'm doing. I'm basically planting seeds. I'm investing in a bunch of coins, a number of coins. A bunch is too strong. That's not like a crazy quantity of them, but a number of altcoins right now. And I'm planting these seeds. And I believe that eventually most, if not all of them, are going to hit. They're going to have their turn where they run parabolic. And then I'll just like I dollar cost average into these positions, I'll sell off as it begins to pump. And I'm never going to be able to sell at the top, and I'm not going to beat myself up over that, but that's perfectly fine. That's my strategy. That's what I'm going to do, which is why I've stated, like, I still think it's going to be a little bit messy, but I think that by the time this market cycle is complete, that I'll be in a better position than I was prior to the start of it. And so that's what I'm looking for, but I refuse to chase. I will never purchase a cryptocurrency for the rest of my life that has already pumped. And there's a green candle and FOMO in it and all that crap. I'm never going to do that. And so just wanted to say, on top of that, again, to reiterate, even if XRP continues to go down in market cap, which is possible, I'm not predicting it, but if it does, just check your emotions. You decide whether or not you want to buy or sell or hold. I'm just saying, don't let emotion dictate what you do. I think that's a bad idea for anything in life. Emotion should not be the driver. It should be based on logic and data, so on and so forth. So that's how I'm looking at this here. But who knows? Like, what do you think is going to happen as soon as we get regulatory clarity? Like, what if there is a settlement? What if it happens in a week or a month or next quarter? And that's why for me, if I didn't have exposure and that happened and XRP started rallying, I'd be like, oh. But even if XRP were out of the top 10, which I don't suspect will happen, it could happen. But even if that were the case, if it gets regulatory clarity, it's just like off to the races. That's what I think will happen. That's part of the calculated risk that I'm taking here. And so we shall see. But you guys let me know what you think below. I will go ahead and wrap up there. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.